Fans, hold on tight because Auston Matthews has just opened up about his health, the season ahead, and even the 2026 Olympics. But is number 34 really at 100%? Or are the Toronto Maple Leafs about to face another day-to-day soap opera? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications because today we're diving into the heart of the Leafs, Auston Matthews. We're going to break down what he said, what it means to the team, and whether we can truly trust that he's ready to carry Toronto after Marner's departure. Let's get into it. Last season, Matthews had one of the lowest goal totals of his career and missed key games due to injuries. He admitted himself that he wasn't healthy from the start. He even went to Germany for a second opinion, and now insists he feels much better. In an interview with NHL.com, he said, "Clearly, my health is good. I'm happy with my progress." He also made it clear that he has two big goals: leading the Leafs and winning a gold medal with the United States at the 2026 Winter Olympics. The problem is Toronto fans aren't buying into just any statement anymore. Last year, the whole day-to-day story turned into a nightmare. Week after week, the expectation was a quick return, but the issues dragged on. Despite still playing at a high level, if Matthews really isn't at 100%, the season could sour quickly. Toronto already lost Marner and desperately needs their captain in peak form. If he falters, the pressure will fall on Tavares, Nylander, and even the young Knies. That's a lot to handle for a team that's been living through playoff disappointments year after year. And there's more. Matthews' comments left many fans uneasy on social media. Some criticize his lack of transparency, saying it feels like he's still hiding something about his physical condition. That reignites the debate. Are the Leafs being strategic, or are they just trying to mask an issue that could blow up in the middle of the season? We've seen this story before, and usually the ending isn't pretty. So, Leafs Nation, do you trust that Auston Matthews will really play at 100% this season? Or do you think the Leafs are in for another roller coaster of day-to-day that turns into month-to-month? I want to hear your take in the comments. Bottom line, Matthews talked about progress, but fan confidence is still shaky. If Toronto wants to dream big, they need their captain healthy from start to finish. And now, the atmosphere in Toronto is heating up and not on the ice. The Maple Leafs are reportedly considering changes on defense, and the name that keeps surfacing as a possible trade chip is Simon Benoit. Yes, that hard-hitting defenseman who became a fan favorite for flattening unsuspecting attackers. But hold on, this possible move wouldn't be about poor performance. It's all about numbers. As James Myrtle of The Athletic highlighted, the Leafs currently have 6 established NHL defensemen: Chris Tanev, Jake McCabe, Morgan Riley, Carlo, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and Benoit. Management believes the blue line is missing a puck-moving presence, someone who can break the forecheck from aggressive teams like the Florida Panthers, who dominated Toronto in last year's playoffs. And here's the critical point. Aside from Riley, who himself was questioned last season for struggling with transitions, none of the other names bring that quick puck-moving ability to spark offense. Right now, the Leafs are more focused on smothering opponents than generating their own attack, and that limits them in high-level matchups. Brad Treliving and Craig Berube know this and don't want to repeat the same mistakes. Looking at the list, Benoit stands out as the odd man out, not because of a lack of talent, but because of his contract situation. At 26, with a deal worth just $1.35 million annually for the next 2 seasons, he has one of the easiest contracts to move. McCabe, Tanev, Carlo, and Ekman Larson all carry more experience or trade protections, making Benoit's departure far more practical. Sure, Toronto signed him to a 3-year deal last year, and fans have grown attached to his physical, hard-nosed style. But when it comes to playoff hockey and matchups against fast teams, having 4 purely defensive-minded blue liners can be a liability. Swapping Benoit for a defenseman who can dictate pace, create lanes, and generate clean puck exits would immediately shift the dynamic of this blue line. But will it happen now? Probably not. The sense is that Treliving is still exploring the market, and that a move like this is more likely closer to the trade deadline. Only a monster performance from Benoit at the start of the season, something like a Scott Stevens reincarnated level, could delay the inevitable. So I'll throw it to you, Leafs fans. Is it worth giving up Simon Benoit to bring in a more mobile defenseman, or would Toronto lose the very physicality that so many other NHL rosters lack?